Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. Website is chroniclebooks.com. Here on the back, feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want to. Supportive Oracle cards. Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by, where is it? There we go. Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. Websites in the back, torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.com. Is that what it is? Yeah. Feel free to freeze frame if you need the spelling for that, of course. Okay. What do we have for Cancer? Happy cards. Happy cards are good cards, right? Okay. This is I feel like this is going to be a reading that there's changes going on here and there's nothing you can do about it. Isn't that fun? That's so much fun. You do seem to care a lot about the situation. I forgot that this deck had multiple lovers cards until I started using it again today. In your reading, actually, something was going well at one point. There was a good connection here, and I feel like that's something that Cancer holds on to. Whatever this was, it started off fairly good. There was a connection here that I enjoyed. I wanted to keep. You got the Ace of Wands twice. You got that on the dice, and you got the High Priestess here. You really did care about the situation. You felt like, hey, it's not perfect, but it's good, and I want to keep it, and I feel like this is going to go good places. The same situation has taken a turn. Because I got the Two of Wands with the Guilt card coming in from the environment. Somebody seems to be tugging on your heartstrings a little bit here. And I feel like there's something happening. Whatever's going on in this situation, the short answer is you don't like it. You just don't like it. I also feel like, even though you don't like it, I feel like there's boundaries here. Cancer is a very caring sign. You know, you're water. When you care about somebody, you definitely, there's a deep connection there. And even though I feel like you really want to do something, I feel like that at the same time, there's nothing for you to do, or at the very least, you're looking at it, there's nothing that would have a good effect that you could do. And you seem to be owning that. Kind of like, could I technically do something? Probably. Would it be a good thing? Probably not. So I feel like you're holding yourself back, kind of like, I'm not looking to make the situation worse. I wish it could go better. A lot of confusion with this. There's a lot of history. The Six of Cups, to me, is very much a history card. There's a lot going on here, and I don't understand how it got where it is. Some of this I feel like some of it literally just baffles you. Like, how did it get to this point? How did we have to get here? Why did we have to get here? Again, very emotionally connected here. Is there anything else I'm supposed to, like, how did it get here? I feel like I'm having that moment. Like, how did it get here? I feel like something I thought was going to stick seems to have broken. I thought this was going to last a long time, but it seems to have broken. Something broke. It broke. Not to reiterate this, but you're really, really bothered by it. You got two lovers cards telling me this is not the outcome you were anywhere near interested in. You wanted to believe this could go better. You didn't realize it was actually going to go this far, but somebody is pulling some weird energy here, and they're making a decision that's really not a decision that you like in any shape, color, or form. Whatever this is, there's only so much you can do. It's not about your effort either, by the way. It's about somebody else's effort. Because I'm getting this as an outside influence onto the situation. You're willing to help, but you're also in a very sound place. You're not going to help to your detriment, and you shouldn't. So But I feel like you're very much on point with that. Like, you're not going to help to your detriment or to the detriment of others. You're not going to help one person who's having a bad day to treat other people badly. You're not going to help somebody treat other people badly, especially if they're people you care about. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do something that's going to cause more damage for other people. You're not going to do it. And I feel like the person you're waiting, like, you're just waiting for them to do better, they're deciding that they're not going to. In fact, I feel them just neglecting the whole situation, pretending like it's not their problem. Take that with a grain of salt, because I'm getting the instinct card here, which I'll show in a second, but like, injustice, the justice card reversed, Ace of Wands in waiting, it's kind of halfway in, halfway out, kind of like it can go up and we can do something, or it can go down and we can just like not do anything. When it's halfway in, it's just like, it's kind of like I want to do something and I'm ready to do something, but the instinct card here with you is kind of like, again, I'm not going to work to the detriment of other people. I'm not going to help somebody I care about hurt other people. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, especially if it's going to hurt people I actually care about. I'm not going to do it. And I see you waiting, and I see you kind of like, if they would just get up and do it in a positive way and something that's good, something that's some version of good, you would be there to support them. It wouldn't even, I feel like this reading is saying don't hold your breath because you're going to pass out. And don't hold your breath again after that because you're still going to pass out. Like, like don't be holding your breath. Because this person, I feel like either way, if they actually show that they're making effort in a good direction, you will definitely do that. And I don't see that changing. The thing is not feeling bad about it. Realizing it's somebody else's responsibility to do something better, and that you will support it if it's good. You will definitely be there to support it, but like to not hold yourself to some standard in the sense of like as if they will do it at some point. It's more of an if, and the if is not looking that good. Because I'm getting like the situation seems to be moving on without them, and I feel like that's very hard for you. I feel like that's where the guilt, like it says literally guilt, no, it says insecurity. I'm getting guilt. I feel like you're feeling bad about it, moving on without somebody, still hoping, still having that belief that like they just got to turn it around and things can get better. But they're not, if they have to be willing to do the work, and I feel like whatever you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with, they're just not interested. They're literally not interested. For some reason, this one card just keeps shimmering in a weird way. I can't seem to stop that. Sorry about that. Holding your center and realizing there's nothing for you to feel bad about is just difficult. Because it's kind of like, I keep getting, if this person shows up later and they're actually making positive movements forward, you will still support them. But it's kind of like, in the same token, if somebody shows up and they're trying to show positive movements forward and you see through it and you're like, no, that's bull. That's not good. You're still treating people badly. You're just trying to put it in a pretty picture frame. It's like, it's still a crap picture. You're just trying to put it in a pretty frame. You're not going to be here for that. You're not going to help somebody treat other people badly. And if it comes in that way, you're going to walk away from it. I see that. So I feel like what they're saying is, at this point, because it's starting at this point, it's easiest for you to let that go, not in a negative way, but kind of realizing it's not your fault in any shape or form if somebody else is choosing not to make the right decision in a sense of like being helpful, being positive, being good to other people. That is not your responsibility. But I feel like there's a level here where it's kind of like, I feel like I want to do something to give this person a chance to make a better decision. Thing is, they're not interested. What I feel like they're interested in is perpetuating the same toxic behavior, whatever that may be, and it's something you can't be there for. It's standing by and letting it come your way, and if it comes in a better way, okay, great, we'll move forward with it. And it's a general read. Who knows? Maybe that could happen for a very small percentage, but it could happen. But for the majority of you, I feel like it's making peace with that now, kind of like it's in this other person's court. They've already had all the help they have, they've already had all the highlights they can. There's only so much you can do, but you will be there for them. Holding true to who you are and just realizing you are that helpful person, you are that good person if somebody deserves it. But you also are that person that you're not going to help somebody cause destruction. You're not going to enable them to be worse. You're not going to be the enabler. So if they come toward you in that section, in that sense where they're going to make things worse, you're not going to be there for them like that. Is there anything else I need to say to Cancer? I mean, I know it's a general read, but is there anything else that would make this more... Judgment is it's the other whoever you're dealing with. It's them that has to decide, and you don't own any of that. Thing is, Cancers care a lot. You do. It's just the water signs do that. Well, it's not just water signs, or Anyway, you have a big heart, so you're gonna care, and it's gonna affect you. It's just realizing that this is somebody else's decision to do what they need to do to make things better. It's not your responsibility or your, like, you shouldn't, I shouldn't say you shouldn't. I should say, how should I put this? Like, it's realizing, like, walking away from something because it didn't work, there's no guilt to have with that. Like, that's a good thing, because by you walking away and not allowing this, you're teaching others that they shouldn't either. You're being a great example for other people. It's hard to do, to detach from somebody who's toxic and not allow that. And I feel like it still weighs on you, but still, by you doing that, it's not only good for you, it's good for the people around you, because people's notice. And people, like, kind of like, if Cancer's not going to put up with that, I shouldn't put up with that either. And you actually help other people redefine their own boundaries. Like, Cancer's setting a good example and not putting up with that type of thing, and neither should I. Are we good? All right, I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.